Blue Lock Chapter 313 has just released. We got the kickoff for Japan versus Nigeria, and both sides getting a chance for an attack. And let me tell y'all, the talent on Nigeria, specifically Onazi, is actually crazy. You can't believe half the things he does in this chapter. This chapter was just hype from start to finish, a new character introduction, some players getting some much-deserved highlights, and if this is what's to come from the U20 World Cup games, then dare I say this will be our favorite Blue Lock arc. I can't believe the U20 World Cup is actually here. It was a long time coming, folks. So grab your popcorn, get your drinks. Let's jump into Japan versus Nigeria. The chapter begins with a flashback of Nigeria's 4 players we saw from last chapter. Onazi and the others are childhood friends now in the U20 team. And we already starting with a flashback. This cannot be a good sign. We might already be cooked, y'all, because every time there is a flashback, something happens. Kaiser got a flashback and scored a goal. Rin got a flashback and scored a goal. Even damn Kiora Jin got a flashback and made the assist that saved him. So if Nigeria's Fantastic Four gets a flashback, we might just be beyond saving. But anyways, you can tell Onazi is the group leader between them. The other 4 are amazed at him, even saying Onazi brought them light. And that's pretty wholesome. 4 childhood friends playing together with Onazi motivating them. Are we also gonna talk about this Ver as a little kid? Bro, Mario jumped at an Olympic level at 10 years old. Anyways, we only got 1 page of a flashback, so I'm assuming we're gonna see more of it throughout the match, which again, it can't be a good sign statistically from what we've seen when there's a flashback. The announcers from the Blue Lock versus U20 game are back, and this is a good decision from Japan. These guys added a lot of energy to that game, so we're definitely gonna see it here too. They explain how the group stage works, which we already know about. The top 2 teams advance from a round-robin tournament, and that leads to the big tournament for the trophy. The commentators add on that the translation earbuds from the Mikage Corporation are also going to be used. The commentators are just as hype as we are, and we see the formation revealed. Onazi is the only striker for Nigeria. But we have finally made it, folks. The U20 World Cup is here. Just look at this beautiful panel. This is the type of panel that gets you emotional and whatnot. Anyways, we see Isagi and Rin take off as Onazi passes to Glasses Guy to start with the ball. We immediately jump into it and find out he's an offensive midfielder and goes by the name Kuso. Isagi and Rin charge after him, but he swiftly weaves Isagi. Nah, we need the Flight Reacts instant replay on this. I don't even think Isagi is bad. This guy is just that good, and it forces Rin to have to block him. But bro uses his Sharingan to nutmeg Rin, and before Reo could deflect as well, saying it was the shortest, best answer, and most optimal move. I knew the second we saw this guy, he was gonna be the aura farmer of the Nigeria team, and looky here, this guy was just nonchalant this whole play. I'm telling y'all, this is Yuki Miya if he was good and not blind. No offense to the Yuki Miya fans. Stop playing, bro, because I invested hard in Rin and Reo stocks, and they both got cooked in the same panel. I cannot lie, folks. I'm down in the dumps after this. However, Bachira is here to steal the ball, but coming in like the Mystic Man, the right midfielder, Bello, is gunning for it too. He actually gets to the ball first and hits the spin on Bachira himself. The spinner just got spun on, and then he immediately hits a pass for a quick attack pattern. RU says the pass is a little rough, but then out of nowhere, Onazi hits this diagonal high vertical jump to trap the ball. And I knew this kid jumping that high was a little sus. Like, he was behind RU and diagonally jumped to get to it first. Man's got RU with the exclamation point question mark, and then he says it's totally fine because I am here. And a pro might just be All Might. I see why they said Onazi brought the light to the team. He even jumped in like All Might. RU then says, come on, Captain, as Aiku appears on the defense. This guy, RU, really summoned him like Little Prince. I'm hella dead. Aiku points out that Onazi has some good springs or jumping power, and to literally prove his point right, he says right there it's open and hits a mid-air direct shot towards the open spot. Y'all, it's been like 1 minute into the game. Are we about to see the fastest goal of all time? But remember, folks, there was 3 as Nico comes in and face blocks Onazi's shot and immediately starts aura farming, saying he fills the gaps. This is the iron rule of positioning. Got bro looking like Lorenzo out there. Ubers really did numbers for him, and the Nico stocks are up, y'all. I gotta give a personal thank you to him because he really saved us from that shot. I'm a little bit concerned though, because even though Onazi's shot got blocked, he said awesome. Like, what kind of person gets his shot blocked and says awesome? The corner of the page, though, we see feathers, and that can only mean one thing, y'all. Karasu hits his signature midair chest trap, says, "Let's go, Reborn BLUELOCK," and sends the ball flying for a counterattack. This double spread is absolutely insane, by the way. Even the commentators are geeking, talking about how the counter is coming. And none other than Hiryo gets the ball with the glasses right behind him. But before anyone can block, he hits a fast pass behind Mr. Clean, I think the first bald guy in BLUELOCK, to none other than Itoshi Rin. They're quick on the counter as we see a non-destroyer Rin get past 2 defenders, and I don't even see his water aura, the super idol Rin. So is this just base Rin or a completely new mode from his meditation training? However, the 4th member from the last chapter is revealed. The defender Oboa Bona tells Rin to stop. But before Oboa Bona can do anything, Rin activates Predator's Eye and says the thing. That's tepid. It's already been fired as he goes for the shot. And look at Oboa Bona. Mans is stunned. He got the wide eyes and everything because the shot literally curved around him. And this game has just been going so quick. One chapter, we saw both teams get a shot attempt off. As the ball curves, though, and we are left in anticipation seeing if Rin scores, Onazi, out of all people, blocks the shot and says, "It's okay because I am here." Okay, wait. He might unironically be All Might, because how is he here? He just used one for all to get here. The phenomenon of strikers defending continues. Mr. Goalkeeper didn't even move. I'm not even joking. This is on par with Julian Loki's block. Like, Loki was in the box during the Kaiser Impact block, but Onazi was across the pitch. Bro was back in Nigeria, and he somehow made it back to block it. If you recall, Glasses, who was trying to catch up to Hiyori in the midfield, like, he somehow passed him even though he was on the opposite side. Nah, Onazi is a literal cheat code. Somebody stop this man. He even flashing a smile, and this might just be the Duke Dennis of the BLUELOCK verse. He even got Japan cheering for him. Why is the Japanese fans cheering? Do we hate Rin this much? Even the announcers are questioning how he's here, but giving props when props are due, saying that both teams are brilliant. I still can't wrap my head around Onazi blocking this. From everything we've seen in this chapter, he's the group leader, he got a shot off, he saved the team from a goal, and he's All Might on top of that. This guy's just built different. With the ball deflecting off the post, though, it's in the air, and none other than Isagi Yoichi is staring at it, and there is puzzle, folks. He says, "No, transcendence completed." He can see a guaranteed victory vision. And dog, what? Transcendence completed? Is he going to the astral plane? Is he using his ultimate? It hasn't even been 5 minutes into the match, and a bro saying a guaranteed victory vision. How he do that already? And do we believe him? I mean, we see all the puzzles, so I do think bro is about to cook. But per usual, we're left on a cliffhanger, so we gotta wait till next week. Y'all, what an intense chapter. I actually love the start of this game. Probably the most intense kickoff we've seen. Literally, so many things happened, and there's a lot to discuss. First of all, let's talk about Team Nigeria. I know Onazi is the talk of the town right now, and for a good reason. This is some Itoshi Sai levels of carrying. I gotta say, Onazi is an amazing character so far. It really looks like he's the one who is leading the path for Nigeria, so Kaneshiro is giving him feats to prove that point. I think it's a little crazy that he was the one blocking it. Looks like we're getting another NEL situation where the strikers are defending now. I don't think it's too big of a problem. I think it's more of Kaneshiro highlighting how good Onazi is in just one chapter. Nigeria will be fine because he is here. The other Nigeria characters are pretty cool too. I think as we get more backstories on them, we'll see them get more highlights. It's a little early to give a good analysis yet. Let's go to to what y'all have probably been waiting for. That cliffhanger of an ending with Isagi saying he has a winning formula now. And I think this is one of the most interesting parts of the chapter. What is Isagi going to do? Is Japan going to score right now? And if they are, who will it be? Isagi, Rin, or someone else entirely different? Is Nigeria or Onazi going to do something and counter? We know he is in front of the goal since he just blocked Rin's shot. Maybe he gets back up in time, and just from what we've seen, he's actually Thanos. He's gonna do everything himself. My take on this, I can really see this going so many ways. If Isagi scores, it kind of makes sense. The ball is falling to him. He has Metavision activated, all the puzzle pieces, and he said he already has a guaranteed victory vision. On top of that, I think it just shows Isagi's power and how good he actually is. Scoring the opening goal really defines him as a person. I think it's a goal that nobody would be mad about. However, what I personally want is someone like Ryo to score, just someone unexpected, and I think Ryo is the perfect candidate for that. We know he's been training copy. We didn't really see him in the chapters of building up like the training session. All we know is that he's had a lot of development becoming the master copy. It would be a perfect opportunity to show Ryo's new strength by having him score the first goal and just be an unexpected goal. This is a little far out, so I'm not sure if I really believe it, but the ball is mid-air, and we know Ryo has copied Shido before and trained to copy him during his secret training. So what if he copies a big bang drive, Shido's U20 goal where he bicycle kicked it in the air? Now that's kind of reaching, I won't lie, I don't think it will really happen, but it is a fun possibility, so I wanted to bring it up. And if it did happen, God, that would actually break the internet and the BLUELOCK fandom. My predictions though, I think Japan is going to score the first goal, whether it be Isagi, Rin, or Ryo. They'll probably score the first to show how strong Japan is and that they're on the map now. This is BLUELOCK's strength. However, I also think we're going to see another goal in the next chapter, with Onazi leading the charge and tying up the score in a snap. The next chapter, 314, is called Nucleus, and we know it stands for the center or the core. And I really think it's going to be based on Onazi being the core of the Nigeria team. Either he scores a goal or we continue their flashback from this chapter. How Onazi motivated the other members of Nigeria, just being the team leader and the light for them. And then it will end with Onazi motivating Nigeria's team, starting up his attack, most likely leading to a goal. I really like the pace that this group stage is going. Like, both teams had a shot attempt in one single chapter. We might be getting a goal in the next chapter as well. By the way, it's like literally 2 chapters into the game. This is some second selection type of timing. The NEL could never. So it looks like the group stage matches are going to be a little bit quicker and a faster tempo, which makes sense. We still have the knockout stage, which of course is going to be way more lengthy and way more important. I think this is kind of an FC Barca type of game where we're being introduced, we're seeing how it works, giving highlights to characters, but in this case, I really think they did a good job at highlighting and giving Nigeria development. The Barca game, it didn't really have any standout developments, which is why it's considered the worst game of the NEL, but the Nigeria game is proving that even if you go fast, like the Barca game, you can still have development and give a lot of highlight to characters. Just last couple of things to highlight. We obviously saw Nico get a good block in. The Nico stocks are completely up. I know the Nico fans are rejoicing right now. We didn't see Chigiri at all in this chapter, so is he being hidden? Did they forget about him? What's going on with Chigiri? He is placed on the right side where Isagi is, so I could see him running up the field and getting to the ball because he is on Isagi's side, and that would be a completely unexpected goal if he made one. I know I talked about Ryo being unexpected, but if Chigiri scored, I think everyone will like that. Something unexpected where he scores would be very cool. I think everyone would be surprised and hyped at the same time. This game is already looking crazy though, and I'm super excited to see more of it. The next chapter will 100% be insane, probably having a goal and whatnot, so make sure to subscribe to stay up to date with everything BLUELOCK related. The U20 World Cup is here, so you don't want to miss a thing. That about wraps it up for this video though. If you made it to the end, thank you so much for watching. YouTube really thinks you'd like this video right here, so be sure to check that one out too. Anyways, I'll see y'all in the next one.